Desires fulfilled breed more desires. Questioner. I must confess I came today in a rebellious mood. I got a raw deal at the airline's office, where in face of such situations, everything seems doubtful, everything seems useless. Maharaj, this is a very useful mood. Doubting all, refusing all, unwilling to learn through another. It is the fruit of your long sadhana. After all, one does not study forever. Krishna, enough of it. It took me nowhere. Maharaj, don't say nowhere. It took you where you are, now. Krishna, it is again the child and his tantrums. I've not moved an inch from where I was. Maharaj, you began as a child and you'll end as a child. Whatever you have acquired in the meantime, you must lose and start at the beginning. Krishna, but the child kicks. When it is unhappy or denied anything, it kicks. Maharaj, let it kick. Just look at the kicking. And if you are too afraid of the society to kick convincingly, look at that too. I know it is a painful business, but there is no remedy except one. The search for remedies must cease. If you are angry or in pain, separate yourself from anger and pain and watch them. Externalization is the first step to liberation. Step away and look. The physical events will go on happening, but by themselves they have no importance. It is the mind alone that matters. Whatever happens, you cannot kick and scream in an airline office or in a bank. Society does not allow it. If you do not like their ways or are not prepared to endure them, don't fly or carry money. Walk, and if you cannot walk, don't travel. If you deal with society, you must accept its ways, for its ways are your ways. Your needs and demands have created them. Your desires are so complex and contradictory. No wonder the society you create is also complex and contradictory. Questioner, I do not see and admit that the outer chaos is merely a reflection of my inner disharmony. But what is the remedy? Maharaj, don't seek remedies. Questioner, sometimes one is in a state of grace and life is happy and harmonious, but such a state doesn't last. The mood changes and all goes wrong. Maharaj, if you could only keep quiet, clear of memories and expectations, you would be able to discern the beautiful pattern of events. It is your restlessness that causes chaos. Questioner, for full 3 hours that I spent in the airline office, I was practicing patience and forbearance. It did not speed up matters. Maharaj, at least it did not slow them down, as your kicking would have surely done. You want immediate results. We do not dispense magic here. Everybody does the same mistake, refusing the means, but wanting the ends. You want peace and harmony in the world, but refuse to have them in yourself. Follow my advice implicitly, and you will not be disappointed. I cannot solve your problem by mere words. You have to act on what I told you and persevere. It is not the right advice that liberates, but the action based on it. Just like a doctor, after giving the patient an injection, tells him, now keep quiet, do nothing, just keep quiet. I'm telling you, you have got your injection. Now keep quiet, just keep quiet. You have nothing else to do. My guru did the same. He would tell me something and then say, now keep quiet. Don't go on ruminating all the time. Stop. Be silent. Questioner, I can keep quiet for an hour in the morning, but the day is long and many things happen that throw me out of balance. It is easy to say be silent, but to be silent when all is screaming in me and around me, please tell me how it's done. Maharaj, all that needs doing can be done in peace and silence. There is no need to get upset. Questioner, it is all theory which does not fit the facts. I'm returning to Europe with nothing to do there. My life is completely empty. Maharaj, if you just try to keep quiet, all will come. The work, the strength for work, the right motive. Must you know everything beforehand? Don't be anxious about your future. Be quiet now, and all will fall in place. The unexpected is bound to happen, while the anticipated may never come. Don't tell me you cannot control your nature. You need not control it. Throw it overboard. Have no nature to fight or to submit to. No experience will hurt you, provided you don't make it into a habit. Of the entire universe, you are the subtle cause. All is because you are. Grasp this point firmly and deeply and dwell on it repeatedly. To realize this as absolute true is liberation. Questioner. If I am the seed of my universe, then a rotten seed I am. By the fruit the seed is known. Maharaj. What is wrong with your world that you swear at it? Questioner. It is full of pain, Maharaj. Nature is neither pleasant nor painful. It is all intelligence and beauty. Pain and pleasure are in the mind. Change your scale of values and all will change. Pleasure and pain are mere disturbances of the senses. Treat them equally and there will be only bliss. And the world is what you make it. By all means, make it happy. Only contentment can make you happy. Desires fulfilled breed more desires. Keeping away from all desires and contentment in what comes by itself is a very fruitful state, a precondition to the state of fullness. Don't mistrust its apparent sterility and emptiness. Believe me, it is the satisfaction of desires that breeds misery. Freedom from desires is bliss. Questioner. There are things we need. Maharaj. What you need will come to you if you do not ask for what you do not need. Yet only few people reach the state of complete dispassion and detachment. It is a very high state, the very threshold of a liberation. Questioner. I have been barren for the last 2 years, desolate and empty, and often I was praying for death to come. Maharaj. Well, with your coming here, events have started rolling. Let things happen as they happen. They will sort themselves out nicely in the end. You need not strain towards the future. The future will come to you on its own. For some time longer, you will remain sleepwalking as you do now, bereft of meaning and assurance. But this period will end, and you will find your work both fruitful and easy. There are always moments when one feels empty and estranged. Such moments are most desirable, for it means the soul had cast its moorings and is sailing for distant places. This is detachment, when the old is over and the new has not yet come. If you are afraid, the state may be distressing, but there is really nothing to be afraid of. Remember the instruction. Whatever you come across, go beyond. Questioner. The Buddha's rule to remember what needs to be remembered. But I find it so difficult to remember the right thing at the right moment. With me, forgetting seems to be the rule. Maharaj. It is not easy to remember when every situation brings up a storm of desires and fears. Craving born of memory is also the destroyer of memory. Questioner. How am I to fight desire? There is nothing stronger, Maharaj. The waters of life are thundering over the rocks of objects, desirable or hateful. Remove the rocks by insight and detachment, and the same waters will flow deep and silent and swift, in greater volume and with greater power. Don't be theoretical about it. Give time to thought and consideration. If you desire to be free, neglect not the nearest step to freedom. It is like climbing a mountain. Not a step can be missed. One step less, and the summit is not reached.